Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Heavenly Staff. It was the holy staff of Sayyidina Musa al-Islam, which is commonly known as Asai Musa. Several miracles exhibited by Sayyidina Musa al-Islam were by the virtue of this holy staff. These miracles have been mentioned by the Holy Quran under different topics repeatedly. The history of this holy staff is very ancient, and it comprises of hundreds of historical events that impart thousands of moral lessons. Those who possess the spiritual insight can avail the light of guidance from these events. The staff was as tall as Sayyidina Musa al-Islam, that is 10 arms length, approximately 15 feet. Its head was split into two branches that would emit the light at night like a lamp. It was made from the heavenly tree of Salvadora persica, Pilu, and Sayyidina Adam al-Islam had brought it with him from the paradise. The excellence of the blessed staff has been mentioned by Sayyid al-Ujawri rahmatullah in his couplets. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Five things descended from the paradise with Sayyidina Adam salam: the fragrant wood, the blessed staff of Sayyidina Musa salam, which was made up of the great wood of Salvadora persica, the leaves of the fig tree, Hajarul Aswad, present in Makkah Muazzama, and the holy ring of the blessed Prophet Sulaiman salam. After Sayyidina Adam salam, the holy staff was passed on as a prophetic heritage to several distinguished prophets, one after the other. Then finally it reached Sayyidina Shuaib salam, who was a prophet sent to the people of Madian. When Sayyidina Musa salam migrated from Egypt to Madian, Sayyidina Shuaib salam got his daughter Sayyidatuna Safura married with Sayyidina Musa al-Islam. Sayyidina Musa al-Islam served Sayyidina Musa al-Islam served Sayyidina Shuaib al-Islam for 10 years. He and Islam would herd the goats of Sayyidina Shuaib al-Islam during that period. At that time, upon receiving the command of Allah Azawajal, Sayyidina Shuaib al-Islam gave the holy staff to Sayyidina Musa al-Islam. When Sayyidina Musa al-Islam left Madian for his homeland Egypt with his blessed wife and reached in the sacred valley of Tuwa, Allah Azawajal blessed him with the glimpse of his divine light and raised his rank by bestowing him with the prophethood. The Holy Quran describes how Allah Azawajal addressed Sayyidina Musa al-Islam at that time in the following words: "And what is this in your right hand, O Musa?" He said, "It is my staff. I lean on it. I knock down leaves for my sheep with it, and there are my other works in it." In the context of Ma'aribu Khura, that is, other works that were accomplished through that staff, Sayyidina Allama Abul Barakat Abdullah bin Ahmad Nasfi has mentioned following things in tafsir of this part of the Quranic verse: holding it and taking its support, talking to it as a pastime, the staff becoming a tree and providing shade during the daytime. In the nighttime, the two forked branches of the staff will glow and provide light, using it as a protection against enemies, wild beasts, snakes, and scorpions. At the time of drawing out water from a well, the staff would turn into a rope, and its two forked branches would turn into a bucket. As and when required, the staff would turn into a tree and would bear desired fruits. Water would emerge upon pegging the staff into the ground. Sayyidina Musa al-Islam used to perform the above mentioned things with the holy staff. When Sayyidina Musa went to the court of the Pharaoh to guide him towards the right path, Pharaoh denied Sayyidina Musa al-Islam and blamed him to be a magician. Thereafter, wonderful miracles were exhibited through the blessed staff. The Holy Quran has mentioned 3 of those miracles repeatedly. Staff became a serpent. Once Pharaoh arranged a huge carnival and gathered all of the magicians of his kingdom in order to defeat Sayyidina Musa al-Islam. In the midst of this carnival, which was crowded with hundreds and thousands of people, at one side stood a large number of magicians holding their magic devices in their hands and on the other side. And on the other side there stood Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, all alone yet determined against all of them. The magicians swore by the grace of Pharaoh and threw their sticks and ropes onto the ground. Suddenly, those sticks and ropes became hissing snakes, slithering all over the field. The whole crowd lost senses out of fear and stampede broke out. Pharaoh and all of his magicians swelled with arrogance upon demonstrating their show and began to clap arrogantly, considering it their victory. Meanwhile, upon receiving the command of Allah, Sayyidina Musa al-Islam placed his holy staff among the snakes. The blessed staff turned into a big and horrifying serpent that swallowed all of the snakes of the magicians. Upon witnessing this miracle, all of the magicians admitted their defeat and fell prostrate while proclaiming, Amanna bi Rabbi Harun wa Musa. That is, we believe in him who is the Lord of Harun and Musa. Therefore, while mentioning this incident, the Holy Quran says, they said, O Musa, either you throw first or shall we throw first? He said, rather, you may throw there upon their ropes and their sticks. By the strength of their magic appeared to him as if they were fast running, and Musa sensed fear in his heart. We said, do not fear, it is you who is dominant, and cast down what is in your right hand. It will swallow their fabricants. What they have made is the trick of the magician, and a magician does not prosper anywhere he comes. Therefore all the magicians were put down to prostrate. They said, we believe in him who is the Lord of Harun and Musa.